Now, YouTube family, there's a crazy situation going on in these YouTube streets right now with Death Row former artist Danny Boy. Now, Danny Boy made some allegations about Mary J. Blige, and we're gonna get into those. Now, Danny Boy is saying a lot of things happened to him during the time of his relationship and his friendship with Mary J. Blige. Now, there's a report of a interview he did with The Art of Dialogue. I want you guys to go subscribe to The Art of Dialogue. Is right over here. Click here and subscribe to them. Salute to those great platforms. Now, he's saying that when he met Mary J. Blige, there was sexual activities that took place when he was only the mere age of 15 or 16 years old. And he's talking about it. He's coincidentally bringing it forth. And he wants it to be shared with everybody. We're going to watch that video and the clips right now. Let's hear what Danny had to say about it.
I was in the room and Suge called me. He said, come upstairs for a minute. I get up to the room and it's a table full of girls sitting around the table. And they all eating, everybody eating, and they ordering food, and some of my homies are in the room. And Misa's sitting there. Misa is Puffy's baby mother. Devontae's, one of Devontae's baby mama. Right. I think Casey baby mama was up there. No, it wasn't. It was Devontae's baby mama and Mary and a couple other chicks that was at the table. And we talking and we drinking. And, you know, I'm kind of excited. Again, I'm from the west side of Chicago, and who doesn't look up to Mary J. Blige as, like, you know, one of the queens, you know, of that time. She's a queen of R&B at that time, at least in the hood. And we up there chilling, back up to the room. He said, come back upstairs, man, or old girl want to see you. What the fuck is old girl? I'm thinking one of the other girls. Then I get up there to the room. Suge's in his room, and Misa's sitting on the bed with a sheet wrapped around her. You know,
wow.
You gotta see, like,
Lord.
A nice body, and she got this sheet wrapped around her. And Mary's sitting on the couch. So I know the girl that he in the bed with don't want me. So I went in, he closed the door and shit, and I sit down and I start talking to Mary. And the inside, I'm about to lose it, because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks. And somebody knocked on the door. She ran and kind of damn near jumped behind the couch hiding. I'm looking like, what your problem is? And she make sure that's not Kay. Kay. You know, and I'm like, oh man, I don't care. You know, I'm talking to him. I don't care who he is. You ain't gotta be running and jumping and did it. But she was actually talking about KC. She was thinking that KC, she had like this postpartum type, you know, the shit that people in the army probably go through when they hear bangs. Like when it came to KC at that time. Right. You know, and she's sitting on the couch and shit. I'm like, you know, you ain't gotta worry about him. You know, you straight. You did it alone. I'm 15, 16 years old. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end, and she lay down on the couch and put her head in my lap. I'm like, damn. He can't be talking about Mary. Was talking about she wanted me to come back up here, and now she on my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what is this gonna end up to? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was a suite. We went in another room and lay down. And she lay down with me, and she kind of like backed up against me, and every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit, you know? And from that time, I had an opportunity to go out to New York and visit her a couple more times. But, you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. And you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young and shit, and I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard as goddamn She's backing up against me. This Mary J. Blige. And quite naturally, I mean, you know, I don't even know if you're supposed to say you had sex with people on camera. Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
relations.
Yeah, we had relations. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it out. And I said it in the book, and I was saying it because it was my Instagram moment. I should say before Instagram came out, or that was my moment. That was my social media moment to be able to say that in the book. Because had it been cameras or something around, or being able to make a post, I probably would have tried to make it something very serious with her, especially after being.
You guys got to see what Danny had to say, and I'm looking at the situation like, Mary, we need some explaining from you, Queen. Like, it's a lot of serious situations, man. He went to allegations. He met her at a party. Puff Daddy, baby mama was there. A whole lot is going on in this situation. Let's read some of what he said together, because I don't think we should dismiss this. Now, I'm about to read this for you guys. Let's read it close and see what Danny. The grown women don't want him, so he doesn't know why he's there. So he continues. Now, I know the girl don't want me in bed with him, so now Mary is calling me closer. She's sitting on the couch, Danny claims. So I know the girl, blah, 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 didn't want me. He closed the door, and I sit down, and I start talking to Mary. Danny says he and then 24-year-old Mary began drinking before going to another bedroom in the suite after she started resting her head on his lap. That's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt Cobain saying that Mary was pop girl. See, basically this dude got jealous, like, hey, Mary is my lady, and I don't blame him. What 15, 16-year-old won't call a grown woman his girl after he has relations with her? Because he said at the time she was my girl, Danny Boy claimed. At the time, 15, 16 years old, she was flying me to see her. He explained, sheesh, I want a girl to fly me like that. If that's the case, damn, Mary. I don't know what's the exact to the T, what's true, what's not true. But I'm in the world where we're always listening to women and what they got to say about a situation that happened years ago, even 30, 40 years ago. I think with the Me Too movement, it's fair to say we got to listen to Danny. We should pay attention to what he's saying. Maybe he has the key to who really Mary really is. Not that I care. I find it attracting that a 24-year-old would. I can't even say that because y'all going to get mad at me. But if you ask most 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds, would they have been with a 24-year-old Mary at the time? I think we know the answer they would have given. But whether they give a great answer or not, wrong is wrong. And Mary J. Blige is clearly in the wrong if this is true. I mean, we're going to need to further examine this. We will be bringing it up. But Danny Boy basically just gave a haymaker. He just going to talk about it. It is not going to stop. It's going to be carrying on over and over. And I think we should get some answers. We should get some answers from Mary. We should get some answers from all parties involved, such as Puff Daddy's girl. I think she died now. Sorry, rest in peace to her. But we should get a lot of answers from a lot of the Death Row members. I'm pretty sure this story was shared multiple times. And it's just kind of brazy, man. For Ali Boy to admit this. Danny Boy to admit this. He would have to be going through something, maybe through love, and she's not giving it back. Who knows, man? Shout out to the Art of Dialogue for a great interview, because I don't see this going to much people. Interview candid as it was candid as well as was. So I got to give salute to everybody involved. I mean, Suge is something else, man. Suge is something else, man. Shout out to everybody involved. What you guys think of this? And before you guys leave, make sure you go to my Instagram, DJ_Bless1. And that's at DJ_Bless1. Come and follow me. Look, I'm your guy, Bless1. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang.